And don't even get me started on my the police officer that I was dealing with for the last 6 months of last year. The last 6 months of last year. Um, Actually, it was longer than that. But anyways, child, I'll never forget when he and I went out to go get something to eat, and that night that I was going to get something to eat, I was coming to like visit him or whatever the case may be, and he had grabbed something to eat because again, like I said, he's an officer, so 9 times out of 10 he's gonna always be like literally eating on the go. So he grabbed something to eat, but he knew that I was gonna actually be coming over later on. But the restaurant that he went to, he didn't know if I like it based on the fact that I was pescatarian. He was vegetarian, but I was pescatarian. So anyways, worked out perfectly. So when I got there, he was like, "You want to go get something to eat?" Since, and when I tell you guys, listen, he literally put his food to the side to wait until I got my food, and we came back home and we like broke bread together or whatever, and that was sexy. So when we get to the restaurant, tell me why the entire staff is just like mesmerized by him. You would actually have to see him. He's tall in stature. He's built, like I said, even though he's a police officer, like he stands tall, like he's a tall drink of water. You would have, if you see him, you would literally think he's an NBA player, like no joke. And so, not that that's a requirement for me, but I'm just telling you, you know, what he basically looked like. And so, all of the women was like fascinated with him, girl, and just fanning over him. And when he purchased my food or whatever, they were looking like, "Oh, okay, you know," and then they were trying to like throw little compliments to me and tell me that they like my handbag because my handbag was cute. But anyways, it was a gift. So I'll tell you about that later, about the gift part. So we get the food or whatever. Excuse me, like we order the food and we literally like go over to sit down. And so the connection that he and I had, like I keep telling you, those connections be paramount. Like you got to have that type of energy with me if you want me to remain focused on you. So he was sitting down, and surprisingly he always wears his shield no matter where we go or whatever the case may be. Like wherever he goes, like he has his shield on even on his days off. And so I was playing with his shield like in the restaurant, but I didn't reveal it because for the simple fact, if he had a wanted to be revealed, like he would have had it out. And so when I was playing with his shield, I started to like massage him like in an intimate way, not like taking his clothes off or whatever the case may be. Like